Okay, so this video I'll just put something together, maybe in one day or so. Just essentially, I wanna make something that I wouldn't be cringy about and won't delete it 20 seconds after posting it. If you're not a newcomer to this, which I really doubt, you'd probably see that I've deleted most of my videos, leaving the only one, which was my poorly made game, which was just so poorly made that I decided to keep it in. And basically, that's kind of it. And I just decided to change all of these things so I wouldn't feel cringy about it. And that would be just trying that exact video. It would be just me trying to compress my immense rantings that I do all the time, to be honest, into and compile it into a video. So I just could. How do I say it? Oh, right. I just could share it with other people so they could see it instead of me just talking to myself. So basically, this one I'll just speak up about the history of what was on that channel. It existed for a couple years now, so it did have some things that I should point out. So at first, this channel I would just post some weird ass Minecraft let's plays, some mods and shit, and that's mostly it. There was no commentary, just me playing Minecraft mostly. But then I went into a camp of some sort, and there me and a couple of my friends here decided to make a couple of videos, and so we did, and it was a lot of fun. I don't even feel cringy about those. I liked making them. Those were fun, and I enjoyed rewatching them. I even made a few where we didn't just play Minecraft multiplayer, but also just made jokes like alive on the video. And those were really fun to make too, and I would rewatch them. I would rewatch them to this day, but unfortunately I can't, since they're deleted. There were a couple of swears. So my mother just came in and decided, hey, delete this. And so I had to, or else I would be put into an orphanage. So yeah, I deleted all this. Then I'd post a few more videos with me now talking, but just playing Minecraft in general with a couple of texture packs. That was pretty fun. Like, pretty fun playing. Sometimes there were commentaries, sometimes there wasn't. Once I recorded me playing with my brother. The things that I remember is just the beginning of the video. I was just impressed at how the world picture, the picture of the world that I had on the world. The world picture in Minecraft that I just had, it was just a pure red screen. It was quite interesting that this even happened. I don't know how, but it did. Basically, me and my brother just played it, and I quite remember that there was some SpongeBob on the background because I didn't turn off the TV like I usually do when I play, but I should have turned it off since, well, I was playing and recording. So, yeah. You might also hear some things on the background, like here, but I can't really change it right now, since, well, it's just how it is for now. I might do something else to fix up this thing, just so you won't be hearing that clanking, which is actually my foot, and that I don't know even if you hear that, but there's some stuff going on in the kitchen, and there's a slight like wind or whatever sound from here, but I don't think that would concern anyone. Well, anyway, so after those actually cringy Minecraft Let's Plays where I would get some commentary and even make a video for that I would address to Nickelodeon, for real, I deleted it. It was the cringiest thing that I've ever done, to be honest. But yeah, there was one that was that. And then I basically switch off from Minecraft and go off to play other games, like Cuphead and Minecraft. I mean, not Minecraft, Staff World. I mean, yeah. And you might be surprised, but yeah, I really liked FNAF World. I still do. It's a good RPG to in my opinion. Also, I remember a while ago that wasn't on my YouTube channel because it was before I started it. But once I got my laptop, I was really into those, Minecraft or FNAF edits. They were pretty good, and so I just decided, hey, I want to try something like that, and so I did. And it was purely made with with FNAF World specifically. I didn't use anything from the original games. I just used FNAF World. Why? Because I could. Unfortunately, all these are now lost in eternal darkness, since I can't really use them anymore. But it was pretty fun. I hope that I would find them. If I were, I would put them on the screen or something, but I am quite aware that I can't. My laptop went through a complete cleanup because it was pretty laggy, so we had to fix it. And so yeah, every single file that was on it and wasn't required by the system was deleted. That's the sad truth. Well, anyway, so after the times where I played Cuphead and FNAF World, those videos actually still was on this channel. I cleaned them up. I cleaned them up today. So yeah, after those videos, I would go on somewhat programming courses, but those were mostly just casual stuff that they would give us some tools, tell us some basics, and just let us go wild with it. So we did go wild with it. And basically, we just make a couple games, like use Sweet Home if you've heard of that, make a house or whatever, some other stuff, and I totally did that. And then they'd give us a couple of tools and just tell us make a video with whatever you want. But mostly they wanted us to put in the games that we made, so things from Sweet Home and other stuff. Yeah, so I did exactly that. There were a couple of videos, but I deleted them even earlier. And the only other video except this one was exactly the one with that poorly made game where I made it there in a day. Also, I just wanted to point out, in the end of that game, I put in credits where there was Hi Simple, which was my old nickname, which you could tell from the beginning of the video. and there was Comic Sans. Yeah, for no reason, I just decided, okay, that other guy made this game with me. Because why not? He didn't actually. That's not a real person. That I just decided, okay, so there will be that fictional guy. His nickname is Comic Sans. His avatar is also Comic Sans, and he did all the coding. Sure, whatever. This was made in an extremely easy, like accessible, if you can say that, um, game editor. So I didn't really do any coding. It was just unnecessary. And I decided to put Sans in for whatever reason, and I just did, and now he's here. That will be in history forever. Well, and that's mostly it. I would rant on a lot of stuff more, but I don't think that it's necessary. Besides, that's quite literally the. No, oh, no. There was one more chapter of the story, if you could say that. Basically, then, after posting the videos that I just talked about, there was a time where I'd make speed paints. That was when I got my tablet and my Apple Pen, which I'm still using, and I'm actually recording this on my tablet, so don't be surprised at the quality of the recording itself. And the video will be made on the same tablet just because I have a good editing tool here. Probably. Maybe this won't be the case, but who knows. Maybe I won't even make this video. Who knows? Well, anyway. So there was a couple of speed paints. They are pretty old, and when I look at them, I don't see anything good in them. They were mostly made just by using the Procreate function of time-lapse, where you could just basically take any of your work and just see it being completed. Back in the day, I used to draw quite a lot and do it quite quickly. A drawing would take about 10 minutes from that time. Now it usually takes a lot more, about an hour or more, maybe less. And you can clear, if I didn't delete those, you could clearly see how much I have improved since then. Besides, removing the outlines, that happened not so far ago, and there was actually first attempt of me drawing something with no outlines. On this channel, I posted this speed paint. It was called Mercer, but no outlines. Yeah, that was just the actual Mercer. That was the characters that I was planning to first draw when I got my iPad. But it didn't work out. I drew another one. So, but I still drew him. It was that tall-ass skeleton man, which was the character of my friend, which is why I wanted to do that, just to make people happy. But I didn't do that. So I decided, okay, so I'm just gonna make my first lineless art with him. And it was just really bad. Like, really bad. Even worse than the ones that had lines in my... that had lines. It was just specifically because of the way I drew him. I drew the one on the tablet with lines, and then I just drew over it. But without lines, without any lines. As you can't see, I probably deleted it also, so you wouldn't be able to see. But yeah, as you can tell, it wasn't really good. Now I've switched my tactics a bit in terms of drawing, but I'm trying. Also, fun fact: the second lineless art that I drew at all was also Mercer, but the current design. If you followed me on Instagram, you might have seen it, but if you didn't, then go follow me there. I would post a lot more regularly in here. It'd be just 1 hour per day, and that's basically it. I actually don't know if this video comes out or if any more comes out. I just wanted to to turn my rants into something else. Maybe people would be interested to hear that. I'm not sure. Also, yeah, you're hearing how I talk right now. That there's no script, which is reasonable, because my rants usually happen without a script. But even if I did write it, it would sound exactly the same. But yeah, okay, so I want to say, oh, right. If you're thinking that I'm speaking like that specifically, that I'm changing up my rants just so it would make sense in the context of a video, then no, it ain't true. I usually talk to myself in an empty room like this. And actually, I'm still in an empty room talking technically to myself. Just now I'm being recorded. Actually, I thought that I would have a lot of problems knowing that I'm recorded. But no, apparently it's not. Weird. Well, anyway, so I guess I'll wrap this up. I see that it's running up to 17 minutes, which, I don't know, it's usually less than I rant. But I just do record this knowing that I will have to edit this later. So, yeah. Next. Oh, and I just wanted to point out that I live in Ukraine, yeah. And if you can, just donate some money, not exactly to help the civilians, but our forces, because remember, if Russians get past us, then they will come to beat your ass and steal your toilets. Don't forget about that. And it's just funny how I'm right here in the middle of a war, just fucking making a random ass YouTube video where I rant about the story of the channel, which actually wasn't as big of a deal. Like, seriously, throughout my whole story, the maximum that I've got was 20 subscribers, and the 12 that I have right now are just all dead accounts, and probably my mother, which wouldn't be so great. Yeah, I'm underage. Hello. And that's basically it. Time to wrap this up. Oh my god, it's 1 more minute. So, if you like this video, actually, who am I even kidding? Who's gonna watch that? Oh my. That will take a lot of bloody time to get someone to notice me. Like, seriously. Like, some high production and trendy topics. For a year or so. Oh my god. Well, at least I'm coming in with some knowledge this time. Coming in, how nice to say, for an account that has lasted for 3 years, inactive. Nice. Okay, so now I really see what's the problem of my rants. I try to wrap this up and I just can't. I just remember more stuff and continue on going. So yeah, the best way for me to do that would have been a stream. But I just know how frequent I could possibly be able to, make streams. And that just doesn't seem like a good option. Like, it would be once per, I don't know, month or 2 weeks maybe. And just not for long. I could get interrupted because, I don't know, like, I have to do something like homework or whatever. Again, I'm underage, I'm 15, hello. So yeah, that will be enough for today. Thank you if you're even here. Goodbye.